One, this is America's favorite barber, Big Wave, the boss, and the homie,
Kilolo.
Kilolo. Y'all have no idea.
Y'all have no idea what we're doing. We have no idea what we're doing,
Right.
but we think we do. We think we do. What's happening, good people? How y'all doing out there? It's me, your homegirl Ladosha, right? AKA Kilolo, coming to you live and direct. But this time, I'm with the boss. That's right. I'm with the boss. Big Wave. Big Wave. We are here in Cleveland, Ohio, in case you guys are wondering where y'all at.
Mm-hmm.
So we're streaming up. We're like on every place you can think of. Let's see. Over here, what's up, my people over on Instagram? No, Facebook. I got my YouTube families in the chat. Look at that. I'll tell you, I keep trying to tell everybody, you ain't live unless you're on TikTok. What's up, Brandy? Brenda, how you doing? What's going on? And then, of course, we're
I don't know who I'm on because I just got this platform.
We're firing on all cylinders over on Wavery's platform. So what's going on TikTok? I'm glad to see you guys are in the chat. I've been itching to get on TikTok and talk about this subject today.
Mm-hmm.
So our official topic is really about why Wavery and I, we're just kind of like on a crusade, right?
Yep.
And we are going across the city of Cleveland to various hair salons, right?
Yep.
Barbershops, makeup places, skincare places, nail places,
schools.
You name it. Oh yeah, schools. And we are celebrating each other.
Mm-hmm.
So we are officially calling this the industry clapback. Okay, I know y'all like it's the clapback.
That's right.
It's time that we actually had this conversation. So if you can see me on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. I see my peeps over here on Facebook, and of course I see y'all over here on TikTok. See y'all. TikTok is up. What's up, TikTok? I see you, China. How you doing, Donna? Gigi, what's happening, Gigi? How you doing? Alfonso, I see you. Man. Y'all show us some mad love over here. Hey, Tammy. Oh, by the way, if you guys could be so kind, let us know what city y'all represent. Also, if you are working in the industry, please put in there. What's up, Shirley? Let us know if you are a barber or if you are a cosmetologist. I see you. What's up, user 28445579311. Mimi like Kilolo crazy. Y'all know I'm crazy out here, okay? You're LaShawn. Okay, LaShawn's mom. I remember now that you put that in the chat, all right? All right. So what we're going to do, guys, it's time for us to have a really candid discussion about things that we see that's taking place in our industry.
Right.
And a lot of people are just not aware of like exactly what is it that you guys are trying to do in Cleveland, Ohio when it comes to the beauty and barber professionals. Okay, so that's what we really want to, let you guys know what we're doing and why we're doing it, because I think there's a myth that cosmetologists and barbers and natural hairstylists and nail techs and makeup artists, like we got some type of beef with like hairstylists got issues with natural hairstylists.
Right.
Cosmetologists got issues with barbers.
Right.
We don't want to be in y'all spaces. Y'all don't want to sit next to us.
Mm-hmm. And naturally, the culture of Cleveland is kind of cliquey, and we can attest that to a lot of different attributes. That's a story for another day. We're not gonna go there, but that's why the fête du jour was conjured up. And I would like to give Ladosha her flowers. This was Ladosha's idea. She called me, and anything that she say let's do is always a good vibe. It's always positive. So I was honored that she invited me to be part of the fête du jour, which is day party in Francais.
Parlez-vous Francais? What's up? So if you speak a little French, go ahead and drop your oui in the chat, okay?
Right.
All right. So let me tell you guys. What's up, Renita? Let me tell you guys a little bit about how all of this actually comes into play. So what we have going on, right, is it's a day party, and it's called, again, Fête du Jour. And so what we decided to do was to celebrate our industry, because we have a couple of things. Now, if you work in the industry, then please drop in the chat, holla if you feel me, okay? So number one, the first problem that we have in the industry are these hair care companies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we work on their platform stages, right?
Mm-hmm.
We
use
teach their
products,
classes.
we buy their products, and they don't do anything in return.
They do nothing in return. You know, the most that they will do for us, maybe they'll give us clippers, maybe some hair care products.
But that's if you got 257,000 followers.
Which we appreciate everybody on TikTok. We love all of you guys, okay?
I don't have that many.
That's one of the challenges, is that the hair care companies, they used to partner with us. Historically, hair care companies were like our ace. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you work in the industry, what's up, y'all? I see you, Felice. I see you over here. Again, we just kicking, we just going ham over here on TikTok. And so the hair care companies, when I say they partnered, they really partner with us. For example, if we had issues with their products, back in the day, you could tell them like, yo, this product ain't doing it. It would be like a consensus. Yeah. Like everybody would like, oh, this oil isn't the same.
Right. They would send somebody out. They would give you a refund. They would do whatever they could to nurture that relationship with the industry professional.
Right. We don't see that. We went to, like, for example, our salon coordinator sitting on the side, right? We went over to Cosmo Prof. What was that, about like 2 months ago? We go into Cosmo Prof, right? Now, if you're a salon owner, a barbershop owner, a nail supply owner, then you know exactly what we're talking about, okay? Mm-hmm. So we go into the supply store, right? And we're ordering, you know, for a business. So we got, you know, like a boatload of products, a boatload of, you know,
shampoos, conditioners. Is not cheap.
We're going in there, right? We have like a box, like a case of stuff. Mm-hmm. They tell us we got to carry it out in our hand. Like literally, they say, oh, we don't provide bags anymore. And I'm like, what you talking about, Willis? You want us to spend over $300, okay? And
that means
hair
you got
colors,
a lot of stuff.
And they want us to walk out. Like this stuff never would happen. Never.
Like you stealing it.
Right. Then when you want to order the stuff from the company, right? They say, oh, we don't do that anymore. Guess who's now ordering the products for the companies? Now, this is Cosmo Prof. Now, if it's a lie, they told it. So who in it? What's up, Nikki? What's up, Nikki Jesus? Again, over here. What's up, WK? I see you guys over here. I see you, LB, Misha. Who can tell us exactly who is now placing the order for these hair care for Cosmo Prof? All right. Okay. In essence of time, I'm going to tell you right now. AI.
AI.
That's what they told us.
Yep.
They said, "Oh, I'm sorry. We can't let you request a product because AI now has to order the stock for us." And I'm like,
but AI don't know me.
So that's one. All right. That's clapback number one. That's why we're not messing with them like that anymore. Mm-hmm. And this is why we are celebrating people in our industry, because we're not going to give them any more of our intellectual property. No, you can't learn what we know how to do, because all they do is exploit it. You see it all the time. Mm-hmm. Olaplex. I'm putting y'all out here, you know what I'm saying?
That's
These
right.
companies now, all of a sudden, they're doing this textured hair, all this other stuff they want to teach. But no, we're not doing that, guys. So it's time for the barber and beauty industry to do a clap back. And we're going to clap back by doing what? Let's celebrate each other. Waverly, how many years do you have in the industry?
Including my hood basement barber days, 40 years.
That's how old I am.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, WK. Don't you say nothing, okay?
I've been cutting hair as long as you're alive.
All right, Vernita, please don't say nothing. I see y'all over here on TikTok. Kim, you know I was born about 40 years ago. Peggy, exactly. Come on now. Don't let this gray hair. I colored my hair this color, okay?
Right.
So anywho, so that's the first, okay? The second challenge that we're having in our industry that's making us for sure go and celebrate one another, right? The second clapback is going to be the education.
Yeah.
Now, we're not knocking miladies, okay? Because it's like CMB. We all we got.
Yeah.
It's all we have, right?
It's broad.
It's time to broaden, right? It's time to broaden that education. You don't want to get rid of it.
Right.
You do not want to get rid of something that's already existing, but you can broaden it.
That's a good foundation.
Now, I don't know if you guys are aware, but Oklahoma, Iowa, and now Mississippi
It's gone.
Gone. Mississippi has no active state board. Don't cook it up.
Look it up.
I say it again. Don't cook it up.
Look it up.
Go and look it up. But wait, don't leave TikTok. Wait till we get finished, okay? That's right. Mississippi has no active members on their board. Iowa just said we don't need cosmetology license, barber license. Oklahoma said it's done, it's over with. So you now see a big push to deregulate the entire industry, which Wavery and I have been in the state of Ohio. Waverly, please speak to your testimonies about what we have been trying. We've been accomplished here. Let me just, can we toot our own horn?
Yeah, let's do
Beep, beep. We've been in Ohio shutting it down, okay? Yeah. So talk a little bit about some of your testimonies for our industry as they have been trying to, they did lower the hours, okay? We know that's no big secret, okay? Right. But they couldn't deregulate, okay? Right. So talk about some of your testimonies for the barbers, because people think like if you're a barber, like the only people that come into our industry are drug addicts, ex-felons, as if they're not in any other industry. Right. So a lot of, okay, I ain't gonna go there, but anywho, I digress, guys.
Coincidentally, I'm a drug addict, ex-felon. But anyway, I reform. As far as the stuff that we've done, we went to Columbus on several occasions. It's 2025 right now. We've been going to Columbus fighting for you barbers as well as you cosmetologists, at least for the last 12 years, because they have been trying to deregulate our industry. I've testified. You can go back on C-SPAN to see me testifying in front of state representatives, congressmen, senators, all of that, in order to preserve what we have here in Ohio, which is a good thing. Education is a good thing. For all of you that are not on here, that are not professionals, you are consumers, you want us to be educated practitioners so we can take care of you. Now these states that don't have no regulation, it's going to be several sanitation and all types of lawsuits that's going to start flying because these people don't know how to properly use their tools. They don't know how to properly sanitize their tools. They don't know how to do things proper. So again, I came from the basement. That's my foundation. However, I had to up my game in order to serve you, the general public, better. So you want to be abreast of what's going on in your state, and please be aware that your politicians, they will wait till you go to sleep at night and slip a bill in, and it'll be passed by the time you wake up in the morning.
Right. So now let me just say this too. Another clapback is that a lot of people are not used to seeing cosmetologists and barbers, nail techs, makeup artists, cosmetology school owner, barber school owners,
natural hair.
They're not used to seeing us in that capacity, but we want to show you guys another side of our industry. And this is why we appreciate everybody on TikTok. Ain't that right, Tasha? So much. We appreciate you, of course, right here on YouTube, LB, WK, Misha. We got Lavelle over here, Brenda. And of course, everybody over here on Waves, because he had another platform he can't see, okay? So we appreciate you guys, because without you all listening, we can't get the word out about what's happening in our industry. And it's really a big push to dumb it down. But the second clapback is that we're not going for that, okay?
Right.
You can't dumb us down no matter how much you try to deregulate. Education is key, and there's a lot of emphasis put on public safety and sanitation. But another reason for education is the standard. You need to have, you want your doctor to have a standard, right? You want your dentist to have a standard. You want your restaurant to have a standard. You want your shoe store to have, all these places have standards. So now all of a sudden, anybody could just open up in their house and just do hair. No, we're not knocking the hustle. You got to do what you got to do.
All we're saying is step your game up and learn how to use your tools properly, learn how to sanitize your area, your space properly,
and all
learn
the skill
how to
sets.
Protect the general public. That's the number one goal for us, is to protect the general public.
And because we also know, real talk, guys, You guys are because all these people on TikTok, like we rocking over 400, 500 people on TikTok right now. We got about 10 people over here on YouTube. We got about 5 people over here on Facebook. And we got a handful of people over here on Wave's platform, right? You guys are definitely saying we're looking for a more sophisticated technician. You guys don't want somebody just snatching out your hair, giving you nail. I mean, you want a little bit more than just somebody who's what they call a creative. Right. And so the best way that we can do that is to level the playing field by doing what? Getting that standard in education brought. Right. So we're not anti-Miladies. We're not anti-education, Pivot, any of those books. But what we're saying is they need to broaden that scope of knowledge. And what they need to do to make sure they get the knowledge is get the information from people like us. Because we interviewed Savannah Harmon. Now, Savannah is a cosmetologist in Las Vegas. So in Las Vegas, they were pushing for the students to be able to come into a salon or a barber and apprentice, like in Detroit. So every state has their own set of rules. Right. So if you're from Detroit, right? Detroit, you can go to a barber shop or a hair salon and you would apprentice. Now, of course, it's longer, right, than it would be if you went to school, but you can apprentice. They said no. We don't want you guys going to a barber shop. We don't want you guys going to a hair salon. We don't want you guys going to an esthetician spa. We don't want you guys going to a nail spa to get any education and training. Where do you think they want them to get their education from? Just take a wild guess, TikTok, since y'all firing. Just take a wild guess. What's up, Yak? I see you over there representing. Be more when you can be more is in the house, all right? I'll tell you who they said can educate us. Barbicide. Right. So they're going to take away the education of what we can offer, knowing that, like Waverly said, public safety and sanitation is a portion, but it is not the largest. You guys not only want us to make sure you're safe, you want us to be what? Competent. So that's another example of what's happening in the industry. And so this is why Wavery and we are going live so that we can let you guys know the clapback is serious. We are not playing. If you want to level up your income in your business, you want to level up your income behind that chair, whether you're in a loft, you're going to definitely want to partner with us because we are the new what's happening. And those other things, people, they are the rewind. Okay. So that's number 2. Number 3, now this one gets a little tough, all right? Because we ain't trying to offend nobody, you know? But we got to keep it 100. Y'all know Key Lolo, I'm about to go ham, you know? So here's our third clapback, right? The social media influencers.
Yeah, a lot of people that do hair are dynamite with this social media. And a lot of people that are excellent at doing hair know nothing about social media.
The challenge that we have with the social media influencers is the misinformation and disinformation. All right,
YouTube University.
As licensed professionals, I can tell you that we have science on our side. And when we hear things like the top 3 things that we hear that are really alarming to us, and we hope you guys will take us serious, okay? Please take us serious, all right? The number 1 thing that concerns us is the hair typing, the 4C hair, the 3B hair. It's pseudo, just like calling people black and white. Because you see what they're talking about, right? They say you can leave Ireland, right? And you can leave Ireland, you can leave Egypt, right? You can leave Mexico. You can leave, okay, Europe. Let's just say Europe, okay? And okay. But when you come to America, you automatically become what? White. Yeah. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. Right. You see, the South Africans, the ones that number 45 brought over here, they now will get to be classified as white people. Right. And nobody likes this stuff, guys. And when you come into a hair salon, tell the truth, Waverly. Please tell the truth. Do your customers like to be referred to as Waverly or as my black brother?
Do my customers want to be?
They want to be called by their name,
Right?
Or they want to be called by a black. Or here's my white customer.
Obviously, they want to be called by their name.
People don't like that, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I know you might find it hard
They don't
to
want to be
believe.
pigeonholed.
They do not like it. Now, what they do once they leave the salon is none of our business. But we can tell you the truth. When a guy sits in his chair or a female sits in his chair, regardless their color, whether they speak English, and Waverly is in a very diverse community. Mm-hmm. Where half the people don't even speak English, okay? For real talk, okay?
Thank God Google
okay?
Translate exists.
All right? These people do not want to be called black, white. They don't like that. Right. So 4C hair typing is bad for the business. Mm-hmm. So we're concerned that the social media has used that, those influencers, thank you, have taken that type of information and they've tricked the public into believing something that's real, when in all actuality, that's what we call pseudoscience. So hair typing is about as pseudo as typing people. Mm-hmm. It's not been successful. Okay, it's not. Okay, so that's the first thing that we see when it comes to misinformation. All right. The second thing that we hear, especially in you guys' industry, is when it comes to cutting hair and things like that. Mm-hmm. You'll see on social media that they can go look what you do, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna copy what you do.
Right. They go look what I do, and then they go
think they can do it.
Right. Think they can do it. And they know how to use social media really well. So they go benefit off my work.
But they can't really, because you gotta go to school.
Right.
Because what you think you see Waverly doing with your eyes, right, it's a little bit more that goes into cutting hair than against the grain. Am I telling the truth?
Right. You know what? When COVID hit and our shops and salons were shut down, it really made my clients appreciate me, because they thought that they can just go to Walmart, buy some clippers. I did so many Zoom tutorials, and things of that nature. After they let us go back into our shops and salons, my customers came back it damn near quadruple, because they thought that this thing was easy. We just make this look easy.
Yeah. But it's not, guys.
Right.
So if your passion, your hobby, that's a whole nother conversation. Ain't that right, Monica? We got Atlanta in the house. We got Baltimore's in the house. What's happening good? We really appreciate you guys for, supporting us and helping us understand, helping us, reveal what's really happening in our industry and how we are definitely uniting. And so we want to come live so you guys can understand why are you guys on social media going to barbershops and all these places in your industry, and y'all giving out awards. Y'all, we're going to talk a little bit more about it as we get through these last 2 points, okay? Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the fête du jour, all right? All right? And so so that's the second, that's the second part that we're concerned about, that we see in our industry. It's just this whole lookership. It's not really a good thing. You do not want to get with a professional or a person who's looking at something on a YouTube or social media, and they're trying to do it to you, and charge you money. Education is the key, all right? Okay. The third one, now again, it's just, these are things that we just have to point out, because it is happening in our industry again. So the third one that we see is encroachment.
Encroachment.
So when I say encroachment, is that
that's a big word.
When you see people like college professors and doctors, coming into our industry, right? Mm-hmm. And then they're trying to teach, they're trying to service the customer. Mm-hmm. These are not good things, guys, okay? Dermatologists are not hairstylists, okay?
Let your doctor be a doctor.
College professors are not cosmetologists, that just won't work. Now, granted, they do have a level of educational acumen that we don't have. After all, it is called
that's their lane.
Higher education.
That's their lane.
But you don't see me calling myself
Doctor
Professor Ladosha. No, I am not.
I call her that. but no one else
No,
she does.
no, and I get it. It's okay. I mean, in our industry, we have all type of monikers. Like I'm Key Lolo, he's the boss.
Yeah.
You know, my colleague Dr. Spritz is the you know, but we're not trying to come into the medical community and pretend as if we're doctors.
Right.
We're not coming into the dermatology clinics and trying to pretend that we are dermatologists.
That's not our
But
lane.
yet, they will come into our industry and they will try to tell you things and teach us things that are incorrect. Now, here's an example. Then we're going to get to the fait du jour.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to a lecture once, right, at a university.
Okay.
And the professor got a big fat grant. Now, yes, I'm a hate. I'm going to tell the truth, TikTok. Hey, Hattie. I'm going to tell the truth, okay, Mary? I'm going to tell the truth, all right? I was salty that she got almost like $1 million grant. And her concern was that Afro hair was difficult to comb, which we know that's not true, right? We know that Afro hair is not difficult to comb. But she got research. She got grant dollars to do research on what's easier to comb, straight hair
Was this person, were they?
She was a scientist, yes.
Okay.
She was African American. What's up, Kiki? Yes, she was a scientist. She was an official scientist, right?
Okay.
And so she wanted to demonstrate which was easier, straight hair or kinky hair or coiled hair okay, whatever words I want to use.
Curly.
Oh yeah, textured hair is the word they like to say, okay?
Right. Yeah.
And so she did this long drawn out presentation. And so she had the combs, right? And so she demonstrated how, you know, on the chart, you know, with the test samples of the hair, right? And she showed how all this hair was coming out with this comb. And then she showed how when you comb the straight hair.
Did she use the same comb?
She used the same comb.
Hmm.
Oh, was you there? I feel like you must have saw. You heard what he asked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did she use the same comb? Of course she did. Now, no disrespect to nobody who calls themselves a hair scientist. Mm-hmm. But if you're a barber, if you're a cosmetologist, if you're an educated natural hairstylist or braider or loctician, you would have known off the rip, like Waverly said, she had the wrong comb.
You have to know what tools to use. I'm not going to use a pair of pliers to change my tire.
Lord.
That's not going to work.
Cousin, Nene, come help me. Come on, Memphis. Let me just come send you back.
Monica Green, can you say amen?
I mean, come on, y'all. She got almost $1 million grant on this campus to research. Is our, as if Afro hair is only on Black people. TikTok, holla if you hear me. Afro hair is not just on people of color. So that in itself, but she got mad. Why couldn't Mia Waverly be able to write and get those grant dollars? And we got some real research that we would love to, you know, for hair. Now again, Rashida, all right? We trying to tell y'all this is what's happening. So with that being said, we now bring to you the fait du jour.
The fait du jour, the subject of the hour. Y'all let us get our rant on. Educators, we want to make you educated consumers. We got our claps. Now let's talk about the fait du jour. So it's party time.
It's party time. So the fait du jour, actually, I can't take all the credit. The fait du jour was a combination of a conversation between Cheryl Morrow, Erica Coleman, and myself. And we had the same conversation, which again, we appreciate you guys so much for letting us get our clap back on, okay? And so, you know how your parents say, if you want something done, you got to do what?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he must have been brought up in the same household, okay? And so we said, you know what? Why don't we celebrate each other?
Right.
So here's what you do. Here's what we do. We have food. We have refreshments. We have a DJ. Music. We also have technology. We highlight technology. We come to your place for free.
For free.
You do not have to pay for anything. Okay? Now you might be questioning, right? How do I know I gotta pay for something, right?
Right. That's what we get all the time when we approach industry professional. They always think it's some type of catch.
It's a catch.
People don't believe that we just want to show you some love.
Yeah, we're not data mining. We're not now. If the emails that we collect are the emails that people give to us to stay in touch, but we are not data mining. This is not a class.
Right.
We're not there to preach or talk about who doing what to. No products are allowed. We're not selling any products, but we will highlight technology because why do you think technology is important in our industry?
Because you can't reach nobody unless you're coming through any of these devices that we're using right now.
And do our tools have technology too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, them clippers ain't the clippers from back.
No, they make the old ends.
No, so you gotta have it, but sometimes we may not know like what's out there. So technology is very, very vital to our industry. Like you said, first and foremost, we're on these platforms. We need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
The number two, our tools have technology.
Right.
So when you come to the Fête du Jour, we get to know one another. And so the last Fête du Jour was at Milano's Barbershop here in Cleveland.
Major League
now,
Barbershop.
a lot of people on these platforms are not from Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to borrow this template, you can email me at ladoshaw@yahoo.com or afrohairscience@gmail, and we will send you the flyer. We will send you the whole template, and all you have to do is just host it, and we can tell you how much you should be spending. You know, this is not very expensive to do. It's very affordable, okay? Right. So you could just, find someone in the industry who you admire, and you just, hey, can we come to your spot? Right. They invite the people that they know. Again, we provide the food, the refreshments, the music, and the technology. Right. It's for free. It's from 4 to 6 p.m. the last Sunday of every month. Right. And I'm telling you, I looked at our views on Facebook. Now, usually when I go live on Facebook, back in the day when it was during the pandemic, I was good for like 700 people in the chat. Mm-hmm. But now I'm lucky if I get 5 people to see me on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Look at TikTok. TikTok still rolling. What a TikTok slamming over here. Okay. YouTube, we appreciate you so much, right? But now when I went back to look and see, we had over 533 views. So
people are, all you industry professionals, you are circling around because you're trying to figure out what is Fête du Jour. And she just said it. It's a hair and beauty industry party given from 4 to 6 o'clock every last Sunday of the month. It's a day party. And all we want to do is show you some love. Your only responsibility is to just say, yes, you can come to my space and from 4 to 6 on the last Sunday of the month, and we take over. We do the rest.
Yeah.
We go interview you. We go give you a surprise gift possibly, and we go party and just celebrate you and your business because Ladosha, Kilolo, and I, we're business owners. I've been in business 17 years. How long you been in business? 2.
No, I'm just kidding. I've just celebrated 25 years.
25 years.
25.
So that being said, we know how hard it is to run a business and be a public figure. And, even on your bad days, you still got to walk in and have a smile on your face. You're dealing with staff. We know about that stack of bills at home. So we just want to show you some love. It's no catch to it. I promise you.
There's
Every time we talk about this to some a possible Fête du Jour participant, they always think how much I got to give.
Right, and even we were there at one place, and she was like, "Okay, so how much do I owe y'all?" Hey, listen here, we're doing this because we love each other.
Right.
And we cannot depend on these hair care companies. We cannot depend on social media to do this for us. I mean, YouTube is not going to send me an award. It's just not going to happen, okay? Right. I love you, YouTube. I thank TikTok. I love all of these platforms.
And thank you for my 5 followers, too.
Yes. We appreciate every last one of you. But you know what? We want to do this for each other. Yes. You know what? There are a lot of people that we admire. right here in our own
That's
city.
been doing good business for years.
Yeah, can you think of any people here in Cleveland that you admire?
That I admire?
Like, give us like 3 people. Like
Chris Blue. Monica Green, she's not here anymore, but she's in the A, but we love her. And you know what? One of my mentors never got my hair cut by him, but as a hood barber from back in the day, and he's still cutting hair to this day. Mm-hmm. I'm 54 years old. Okay. He's been cutting hair since I was a kid. Penn. All right. Pendleton over on St. Clair.
All right. So
still cutting hair.
Right. So we got to show our people how much we love them. You know, I can think of like 3 people who I most certainly admire in the industry. Number 1 off the rip is Miss B. If you know about Miss, oh my God, I love Miss B. And then also Jennifer from Jennifer and Company. She's out in Mentor. When I first opened up the salon, she allowed me to come and shadow with her. I really, I've never got a chance to really thank her so much. So if you know Jennifer from Jennifer and Company, make sure you let her know that Ladosha is live over here on YouTube talking about how much she really appreciates you. And again, she's out in Mentor. That's in Mentor, Ohio. And the 3rd person who I really admire, he's no longer doing hair, but he's been doing it since I've been born, and that's Mr. Ivan Williams. And so Ivan is my mentor, and so he's done so much in the industry. So we want to, as you say, give people their flowers.
Give them their flowers now, because we know how it is.
And so this is what we do here. You love Miss B too. Miss B, you get love on all the platforms. All right. So I see you over here, TikTok. Y'all still rocking
and
it out.
We know that it's a lot of other stylists and barbers and beauty professionals out there that we didn't mention. Those were just examples. But we all know somebody that we grew up watching, especially if you're in the industry or you got service for many years from these people.
Right. So the fête du jour is free. You can use it for anniversaries.
Yeah.
You can use it to recognize your colleagues if you want to, if you have a staff.
Yeah.
Also, if you are having some type of your own special event that you want to just, hey, I just want to, use the fête du jour to do that. Yep. There are a multitude of reasons of why you can utilize the fête du jour, but we just wanted to come live here on the platforms and just really have a candid discussion, a barber and a cosmetologist, to really demonstrate that in our industry, number 1, first and foremost, we are united. We're never divided.
Right. Always united. There is no beef between barbers, cosmetologists, estheticians, natural hair and cosmetologists, none of that. Yeah, we just want to show love.
Yeah.
All positive vibes.
Right. So if you have a braid salon or you're a natural hairstylist, you're in a loft, you don't have to own a hair salon. It could be your loft, this is what we do. Yeah. We just want to show you love. No, we don't travel, but if they're interested, just inbox us and we will bring the party to your city if you want to, because we like Public Enemy. My posse come quick because my posse got velocity. They too young. They too young. All right, so Wave, how was that? You think we did a good job?
I think we did a good job. I think that we did a great explanation. We got some claps in, and talk to us. Myself, Ladosha Wright, Kilolo,
and then Ephraim Abdullah. Ephraim is also in the chat. You can go and reach out to him. He's from Gap Media.
And Lateef Hughes.
As with Schoolhouse Productions. So if you're wondering again, who is the Beauty and Barber Collective, it's myself, Ladosha Wright, and then you have Waverly Willis, Cheryl Morrow, Erica Coleman, Ephraim Abdullah, and we have Mr. Lateef of Schoolhouse Productions. And the capacities that we work, Ephraim is our media guru. Mr. Lateef, he is our promoter, connector,
and marketing guy.
Oh my God, extraordinaire. Okay. Wavery and I, we are the mouth from the South.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Cheryl and Erica, they're overseeing the whole thing. We do invite you guys to come and join Erica Coleman at Beauty Under One Roof. That's where the education is at, because again, remember we talk about technology, but people do want to know what's happening in our industry. Mm-hmm. And the Beauty Under One Roof happens in Texas this year, September 14th and 15th. We'll put more information about that as the time approaches, but we just want to thank you all so very, 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 very much.
Great. Also, This is also a collaboration with, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Tuba, the Urban Barber Association, and tell them where they can connect with Fête du Jour on social media.
Yes, so if you want to follow Fête du Jour, we have accounts on TikTok. So please go over to TikTok to Fête, that's Fete. Du jour, Jour, Fête du Jour is also on TikTok and it is on Instagram. All right, so make sure you follow us and we will follow back. And of course, you can follow Wavery and I. Don't forget, Wavery, where are you at on social media in case they want to check you out as well?
At Waverly Willis.
Yeah, if you Google Wavery, I mean everything gonna pop up. All right, and y'all know about me, right? If you Google Ladosha, everything gonna pop up except what, Chrissy? Baby daddy. Everything except my baby daddy. I love him. I gotta call my baby daddy, the coldest baby daddy on planet. All right. Okay. Have a wonderful baby daddy. All right. So we thank you guys so very, very much. And we just look forward to you guys checking us out the last Sunday in July. And we're going to be posting some stuff that took place at Milano's. And we say when we're signing out, right? Love, peace, and hair grease. Bye, guys.
Peace.